Do you want to know how much lecturers in pharmacy make in South Africa? Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pharmers. I'm Patricia, your trusted pharmapreneur. And in this video, I am investigating the salaries of lecturers in the pharmaceutical space because it's not pretty. It's not cute. And they deserve so much more. Stay tuned. Because learning never ends, we have added 3 new courses to our academy. Come visit our website, pick a skill to learn, and enroll today. So first of all, I want to mention that there are 9 pharmacy schools in South Africa. And out of those 9, there are loose rankings here and there as to which one is the best and why. So I'm not going to get into that, but I do want to say though that WITS is by far the one that pays better. Overall, across schools and across boards, lecturers at WITS University are generally paid a lot better than anywhere else. Okay, so I just want to mention that because these figures that I have obtained, they come from Salary Expert and Glassdoor and Salary Expectations, all these websites that like kind of give you what the average is. But again, it's so hard to be able to tell what the average is or what the general entry level is because you get peanuts, like really crumbed peanuts, and then you get actual decent salaries, but the numbers aren't numbering. You know, the math isn't mathing because the ones that actually get the decent salaries are very few and sparse. The majority of the people are getting low lecturing salaries. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 4 main lecturing modules in pharmacy. You have pharmacology, you have pharmaceutics, you have pharmacy practice, and you have medicinal chemistry or pharmaceutical chemistry. Out of these 4, obviously, pharmacology always comes up top. I don't know why people value pharmacology a lot more than they value something like pharmaceutics. Pharmaceutics sits at the pits, you guys. It's the bottom. It's just in the gutter. And it's sad. Again, the whole thing of recognition, and pharmacists in general have very poor recognition in their fields. So I think pharmacology is recognized more because it does encroach on clinical stuff and medical stuff. And a lot of medical doctors or practitioners also kind of get into pharmacology, and they sometimes even end up being the lecturers there, which to me is atrocious. But let's not get into that right now. So yeah, pharmacology probably gets the most recognition because it's the one with the most overlap in other fields. Like pharmaceutics is the one field that is purely belonging to pharmacists. You know, with pharmacology, you have nurses that do it, doctors that do it. With medicinal chemistry, you have chemists that do it, engineers, you have lab assistants and technicians, you have pathologists, and you know, there's a lot of overlap there. With pharmacy practice and with pharmaceutics, those two are in the gutter. Okay, well, in terms of public recognition anyway. So here are some of the salaries that I was able to dig. So as expected, pharmacology lecturers are going to get more, okay? They average 600,000 rands a year. Yeah, that's not much. It comes to about 50,000 a month gross. And this is to lecture pharmacology. Next, you would probably come to pharmaceutical chemistry or medicinal chemistry. These folks can average around 47,000 rands a month. And after that, you would come to pharmacy practice and pharmaceutics, which are probably the two most neglected twins, right? They probably tie at around 30,000, if that. Because let me tell you a little fun story. When I was doing my post-grad, my supervisor at the time had to fill out some paperwork for me. And part of it was including my ComServe salary. So I think I was going into ComServe and I was supposed to get signed off on stuff, and he needed to see my they give you like a job offer and your salary's there. And I think at the time ComServes were getting about 29,000 gross. So it would come down to like 25 or 26 after tax. And this man stared at me in the face with a really like shocked and disappointed grin and said, "You guys are getting more than me? You're actually getting more than us?" So I looked at him, I clutched my pearls, and I said, "What do you mean?" And then he probably wanted to just brush it off because he probably felt a little sad or embarrassed, or, just to move the conversation along, and said, "Yeah, actually, most lecturers don't even get that." So I could feel it in his heart that like it sank, and he felt like, oh my gosh, she's about to get more than I get. And at the time, this lecturer was already a PhD. He was becoming a professor or something. So that salary was not cute. I mean, I get it. You're not in like industry. You're not in community. You have perhaps more holidays than most because when school is out, you're out. But still, lecturing is a pretty hard job. You have long hours when you are on. Like after hours, you have to mark stuff. You have to prepare lectures every single day. But with lecturing, a lot of preparation has to go in there, and that's not paid. So anyway, I digress. I believe there are currently like an open post at Limpopo University, at Mandela University, at UKZN. Trust me, I even had applied for one back in the day. And at the time I was applying for it, and it was going to be about 25 or 26,000 monthly as a junior lecturer. So it's really the pits. I mean, whichever way you flip it, it still doesn't make sense. I wish they would acknowledge lecturers and recognize them and pay them better. But yeah, these are the salaries. These are the going salaries, like for now. So let us know in the comments, are you lecturing at a pharmacy school? Do you have more to tell us down in the comments below? Feel free to spill the beans. We want to know more. I love lecturing personally. That's why I have an academy and I train. But I would never go and settle for like 25,000 for a university. Like, what? No way in hell. So yeah, that's all from me. Let me know how crazy you think these salaries are in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Toodaloo.